Hi friends, Steffi Evans here. This is a very short yoga practice that you can do to reset your energy in the middle of the workday, maybe right after you get off of work. It's short, it's bite-sized, so let's get right into it. Start in a comfortable seated position. If your hips are tight, if you have tight hamstrings, prop yourself up on a blanket or a towel or even a pillow. Not necessary, but it can make these positions a little bit more comfortable for you. Roll your shoulders down and back and start to come into your body, feeling how you relate to the floor underneath you. Feel how your sit bones are anchored into the floor and your spine can grow tall out of your pelvis. Chin is parallel to the floor. And as if you had a little string pulling the top of your head up to the ceiling, the spine is growing taller. Allow the belly to relax as we breathe. Yoga breathing is an in through the nose and an exhale also through the nose. Deep breath in. Let it go. Once more, inhale, fill your lungs. And exhale every bit of air back out. Let your fingers rest on the mat. Extend one arm overhead. We'll take a little side bend. Pausing here to feel a nice stretch along your side body. Bend your top arm into like a cactus shape, bent elbow, and rotate your chest slightly open towards the ceiling. Straighten that arm and round your spine. We'll twist halfway towards the floor. Twice more, cactus arm, open up. And round it out. One more time, peel that elbow back. And give yourself a nice stretch. Come all the way back up to the center. Other side, we go up to go over. Maintain your breathing. Bend that elbow, open it up. Little rotation towards the ceiling, and then a slight rotation towards the floor. Inhale to open. And exhale to round. One more time. And round it out. Come back up through center. I'm still in a cross-leg position, but just allow one leg to come forward so you have a shin in front of the other shin. So it's kind of an awkward seated position. Walk your hands forward and allow your spine to round. Your head may even drop. So gentle stretch on the hip. If it feels better to you to come down to your elbows, that's an option. Use your hands to walk yourself back up and other side. Other leg in front. Walk forward as much or as little as you need to feel some gentle sensation in the hip. We're not chasing an intense feeling. We're just allowing the stretch on the joints to happen naturally and facilitating with our breath. Walk yourself back up. Find child's pose, wide knees, feet together, arms extend out in front of you. We're going to keep this one nice and active, so really reach through those fingertips. Take some deep diaphragmatic breaths into your back. Allow your forehead to rest on the mat. One more breath here. Let it go. Push yourself up onto all fours, tabletop. Spread your fingers. Drop your belly, look forward. This is your cow position. Round your spine into cat. Move with your breath. Inhale into cow. And exhale into cat. Twice more, opening up the spine. Last one. Find table, tuck your toes, press back your first downward facing dog. Keep your knees nice and bent so you can feel the stretch in your spine first. Starfish your hands gripping the floor. And really allow those shoulders to fall away from your ears, giving your neck some space. And we'll pedal it out. Bend your right knee. And then your left. Let both heels sink a little closer to the floor. Tip your sit bones towards the sky. And lower to your knees. Take one foot, step it forward through your hands. My legs are wide enough to be on train tracks, not a tightrope. Coming into your low lunge. So looking for a stretch on the hip flexor. Let's rise up. Take your hands, press your thigh forward, and lift your chest. Last option is to extend those arms up, feeling the back bend at the upper spine. Bring your hands back down to frame the foot. Straighten your front leg. This is your half splits. Work to lengthen your spine, finding a flat back. And then allow the spine just to melt and round nose to knee. One more breath here. Bend into that front knee. We're going to walk both hands inside the leg and start to walk that front foot out to an angle. So the toes point out, the leg walks a little wider, and you can drop deeper into this hip flexor. If it feels great to come onto your elbows, please do. I'll show the on the hands variation. If you're on your elbows, press back onto your hands. Make your way back into your table. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Again, keep the knees soft. We're focused here more on lengthening the spine than we are stretching the hamstrings, although the hamstrings get a nice stretch as well. Let your head drop and relax. Lower your knees. And other side, step the other foot forward. You do want to be on the front of the back knee, not right on top of your kneecap, if that's possible. Low lunge, press your thigh forward. That should intensify the hip flexor stretch. Optional to take those arms up. But manage your breathing. There's no ego in yoga. If the breath becomes choppy, bring your arms back down. Find a place that's a little bit more comfortable and suited to your energy level today. Frame your foot, straighten your leg. Here's your half split. Lengthen the chest forward. Get as long as you can. And then allow the head to round, knee to nose. Deep breaths. Walk yourself back up, bend that front knee, take your foot, walk it towards the edge of your mat with your toes pointing out. It may feel great for you to roll onto the outer knife's edge of your foot and open your knee. Remember, everyone's hips are a little bit different. And you can try coming onto the elbows. Expect your hips to feel different from one side to the other. If you're on your elbows, start to press up to your hands. Find table. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. One more breath in to lengthen the spine. Let it go. Lower to your knees. Have a seat. Take your legs into a butterfly shape, so bottoms of the feet are together. Make this shape a little bit longer, so this would be a traditional butterfly. Take your feet out some and make a diamond shape. Use your arms to lift up nice and tall through your spine and fold it over. Allow your head to drop. It's okay for your head to just dangle here. Eventually, your forehead may touch your feet, but it's not a race or a competition. We're not chasing an intense sensation. We're just relaxing into the joints. Use your arms to walk yourself back up. Bring those knees back together. Make your way onto your back. Setting up for spinal bridge. Walk your feet hip distance apart. Reach your arms long by your sides. Roll your spine up into your high bridge. With every inhale, puff your chest up. One more moment here. Roll yourself all the way back down. Hug both knees into your chest. Little rock side to side. Place your feet back onto the mat. Cross one ankle over your knee. Pull the knee in toward your chest. So thread your arms through. Hold on to your shin, back of your thigh, whatever you can grab. The important part here is that your tailbone works to touch the floor. We're going to keep the shape of the legs. Reach your arms out into a T position, palms down, and let that entire shape fall over to the side until your foot lands firmly on the mat. Encourage this top knee to open. You should feel a nice opening or a stretch along this top hip. Come back to center. Opposite side. So I'm crossing right ankle over left knee and hugging the left knee in. It's like a tug of war. You're pulling the thigh in towards you and pushing the tailbone down so you really get a nice stretch in that glute. Arms come out to a T. Let your legs fall over. So the leg that's on top, that's the foot that you want to land on the floor. You can grab your ankle or your foot if it's available to you, but push that top knee away from your head. Make your way back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll onto your side and come into a comfortable seated position. We'll finish here with a very gentle neck stretch. Roll those shoulders down and back. Pull your chin slightly backwards and let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder. Opposite arm reaches away. So really you're pressing the shoulder down. You should get a nice stretch along the side of the neck. Now staying on this side, bring your chin down slightly. Okay, make sure you're sitting up nice and tall and not leaning away from the stretch. It doesn't take much here. Don't force your neck. And then same side, but just tilt your chin slightly upward towards the ceiling. Take your hand to help your head back up. And we'll do the other side. Let your head fall to your left. Press that right arm away. You may have to roll that shoulder down and back to get a nice stretch. Drop your chin slightly towards your chest. And then allow your chin to tip slightly upward. Help your head back up. Reach your arms out to the sides. We'll finish with one final breath together here. Big inhale to bring your arms up, palms together. Exhale, press down to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed.